We go to a school in South Windsor, Connecticut. Many of you have been born in the area. If you look at a map, this is where South Windsor would be. So now I ask you a question. Did you know that South Windsor is rich with history? Of course it is. There have been many famous people who have lived in South Windsor or who currently live there. Many of you might know some of them. There are also many famous landmarks in South Windsor as well, and many of you may live in some of the older houses. Lastly, if you look back in history, there have been some important events that have happened in South Windsor as well. I ask you another question. What interests you about South Windsor? For instance, Old Main Street is my favorite part of South Windsor. There is a lot of old history that is from that street. Did you know that the oldest running post office in the whole country is in South Windsor on Old Main Street? Or that we have some of the oldest schools in the country? Lastly, we have a cemetery on Old Main Street that has very famous people that are buried there. Timothy Edwards, does that sound familiar to you? I wonder what he did to get into that cemetery. Now, I ask you one final question. What will you find out about South Windsor and its history? Remember to have fun and please try and find out something new.